don't know me, I am Janessa McKenzie. I am a spiritual guide, master mindset coach, and expert in intuitive and lunar living. I also deal a lot with, obviously, manifestation, inner goddess work, and energy within your body, limiting beliefs, cutting out the bullshit, and unlearning all of the crap that we have been taught our whole lives to find our own truth as a human on this earth. So first, I'd love to say that, hey, if you are watching this live, and if you are watching the replay, I'd love for you to hashtag replay so that I can see who's watched the video and who hasn't, and you'll find that out very shortly, because we have some giveaways that are going to happen. And crap, I didn't bring what I was going to bring to show you what that was, but I can get up. You might see my messy background that I'm hiding right now when I get up, but that's okay. I'll get up in a minute after that and show those to you. So first, I would love to know if you have any experience with manifestation. If you do, just drop it below. Let me know, what your experiences were. Were they good? Were they not great? Were they confusing? It will really help me guide this group into, really getting what you want. That's why we're here, right? 30 days to call in your true desire. So, drop that below if you have any manifestation experience, and even if you don't, I want to know that too. If you have any questions throughout watching this video, drop them below. I will answer them either live if you are here live at the end, or I will come back and answer them. Just tag me in your question. You can either tag my business page, use spiritual bad as AZZ, because Facebook doesn't like profanity. Or you can just tag me, Janessa McKenzie. Either way. So, as you know, I am big on mixing the woo with the do. And sorry, I'm trying to make my notes a little bit bigger here so that I can actually read them. And so, for the purposes of this video, can I just say that I'm freaking excited right now, because I don't know if you guys can hear the dinging that's happening on my computer right now, but that was just 2 more people signing up for this 30-day manifestation challenge. So, F yes, you guys rock. All right, so for the purposes of this conversation, mixing the woo with the do, the do part is going to be how our minds actually work. And don't worry, I'm not going to get all like scientific-y on you. I'm just going to give you the basics of how our brains and minds work in relation to manifestation, and how we can flip the switch to turn it on to that heat-seeking missile that says, this is what I want. This is what we're going to go find. This is how we're going to get it. And we're just bringing it in. So, how do our minds, energy, and beliefs work in relation to manifesting? The meaning of manifesting, and I looked this up because I wanted a definition from like a dictionary, which usually is like the most ridiculous definition of something, especially in the spiritual world. But this one wasn't so bad. It's something theoretical made real, which is completely true, right? It is. We are theoretically wanting to bring in something to our lives and make it real. So that sounds pretty simple, right? So first I want to talk about your brain. Um, and here is how it works. And this is really like high level. I want to make it super easy for you guys to understand, um, you know, how our brains work in just a very basic way, because they are a supercomputer. They they are programmed from the time we are born, and they just keep getting programmed as we grow and get older with all of our experiences and, you know, situations and circumstances, and all of those things create our beliefs and our um, core values and all of those things. So your brain does what you tell it to. A lot of people think that it doesn't. It just, like, it runs the show. And most of us, before we know this information, we're all running around out there, like, thinking that our brains are running the show, and we're letting it. Because we don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right? So right now, you're going to know. It only understands the tangible part of your thought. It is completely neutral, and it doesn't understand negative and positive. Which negative and positive are relative anyways, but we'll get deeper into that. I do get deeper into that in the group program that I'm going to introduce at the end of this 30 days. Your subconscious, so there are more, but the two parts we're going to talk about today are the conscious and subconscious parts of your brain. The subconscious part of your brain works from your energetics. It is the feeling part of your brain. It's like high vibe, low vibe, depending on how you feel. And your brain understands your thoughts through images. Because, does anyone know? If you know, drop it below. Images make us feel. They evoke emotion. They evoke a specific energy in our body. And our conscious is the logical part of our brain. I'm going to air quote, logical part of our brain. Any of our thoughts, dreams, desires, go through the logical part of our brain first. And they either get accepted or they get rejected based on your beliefs, past experiences, and the outcomes of those. So it decides to accept it or fight, flight, or freeze. So when you're talking to yourself, or you are manifesting, or you are, creating the reality that you want, the words you use are super, super important. So if you're saying something like, I'm sick of being broke, this is what happens. You're in a low vibe energy, and you get back what you put out. So you are an energetic, vibrational match for low energy to come back to you. You can't attract higher energy if you're at a low energy. You have to be a vibrational match to it. With that, in that sentence, you just told your mind that you were sick. By using the word broke, the images that flashed through your mind were probably things like an empty wallet, an empty bank account, not having enough money, and sitting at home alone watching Netflix because you don't have the money to go out and do the things that you want to do. So, when you use that sentence, that's what you're going to get. I'm sick of being broke. You're going to, you're telling your mind you're sick, so your body goes to work saying, "Okay, well, how are we sick? Let's see. Let's let's figure that out." Your mind says, "Oh, look, she wants an empty wallet. She wants an empty bank account. She wants to sit home alone and watch Netflix." It does what you tell it. So if that's what you're telling it, that's what you're going to get. So how do you change it? Right? That's the most important part. If we have something that's unpreferred, we need the information to know how to change it and to get what we do want instead of what we don't want. Choose what you want, what you do want, and declare it. That brings you up to a higher vibration, bringing you a higher vibrational match, and deciding that you will have it and that you need to believe it. Like, this is the second part. Decide that you'll have it and believe that you'll have it. So first one, choose what you do want and declare it. Automatically brings you to a higher vibration, bringing you back a higher vibrational match. Second, decide that you will have it and you believe energetically in your being that you will have it. Making a decision puts your mind into action immediately. It tells it what to go look for. It is the heat-seeking missile, the heat-seeking rocket trigger. The decision is the trigger. It's the switch. You just flipped it on when you decided. Because now your brain says, this is what she wants, we're going to go get it. She's putting us to work. Let's go figure it out. Which also sends all of the energy into the universe tells the universe that says, okay, let's start working. How? Like, you need not worry about the how until you're taking inspired action, right? Right now, you don't even need to worry, right? It's, you are putting out the energy. You are saying, this is what I want. And you're releasing it into the universe, into your mind. And you're saying, here you go. This is what I want. Bring it to me, please. This or something better. And the universe goes and says, great. Let's forge the path. And this is where your intuition comes in. You asked for this thing. Now you need to follow the breadcrumbs to get the thing, to bring the thing in, to call it into reality, to call it into existence for you. The universe is going to show you the way. It always knows the way to get you what you want or where you want to go the fastest if you listen. But most of us don't. Or we resist it. We're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? That's not going to get me there the fastest. Or something happens where you're like, you feel like it's an awful thing, but it's actually that door had to close for the one you need to open. So the next thing I talked about a little bit is taking the inspired action towards your goal. Energetically, staying on that high vibrational frequency, and physically, because there are things that you are going to need to do. And then be open to receive what you want. This is where the belief comes in, the belief that you can have it. If you don't believe you have it, you are not open to receiving it. So, believe to receive. I just made that up. I think. I don't know if anyone else has ever said that, but this is the first time I've ever said it. That was pretty cool. Believe to receive. Like you cannot lie to the universe or to your subconscious because they both work energetically. Behind your manifestation must be the energetics to match what you want, the complete belief that you can have it. And this is where a lot of us get tripped up and think that they can't manifest, or that manifestation is bullshit, or that, they're just not lucky enough to be able to manifest, whatever it is. So with that being said, that is why I love to manifest with the moon. And why this group is going to be so amazing. Because it's a framework. The lunar cycles are a framework. And that is the framework that we are going to work in this 30 days. So we're going to follow a path. We're going to follow the path of the lunar cycle. But we're also going to go out, make sure that we're looking for, feeling into, and listening to the universe, the breadcrumbs, our intuition, what feels good, even if it doesn't make complete sense. Your ego's going to be screaming at you this whole time. Like, holy shit, what are you talking about? Don't do that. It's not, it's not safe. Unless it really isn't safe, like if it's going to harm you or harm somebody else or whatever, but your higher self, your intuition is never going to steer you wrong, ever. It's not going to tell you to jump off a freaking cliff, right? It's not. Like a literal one. It might tell you to jump off of a theoretical one, but it will never tell you to jump off of a literal one. It will never harm you. It might not make sense to you because there's so much unlearning that you probably still need to do to wrap your head around and accept that this intuition that you have inside of you is real and is guiding you on the path that you are supposed to be on for your purpose in this life. I'm going to put in a pretty big precursor here because this group is going to be incredible. This 30 days is going to be fucking magical. And at the end of it, you're going to be like, what the fuck just happened? And probably before that, right? But here's what I need to say. This challenge will be exciting and a lot of work. Things will come up for you emotionally, past things, maybe past traumas, maybe just wounds that need to be healed. They will come up. Light will be cast on your shadows. You will transform and heal through this process. We are not just like going to own our way to what we want. That's not how this works. You're going to get to know yourself on a whole nother level. Trust yourself on a whole nother level. And realize the magic that you have had inside of you your entire life that nobody told you you had, because nobody around you possibly knew, right? You will not be the same person in a month that you are today. And to me, I'm never going to be done with this work, right? We are never done with self-development. We are never done elevating ourselves. We're never done being more enlightened. We are never done, you know, um, helping the collective rise, ever. And in order to help the collective rise, we rise. We work on ourselves. We're looking at ourselves. What can I change? How can I better myself, my circumstances, my reality, my mindset, my inner world? How can I create growth and expand in those places? Because when you do that, you raise the collective without having to do anything else. Because you just will. And it's pretty freaking incredible. So, I know that for the first live, that may have been a lot of things to take in. So, if you have questions, again, leave them. I will come back and answer them. Please tag me so that I get them in my notifications. Tag me personally, Janessa McKenzie, so that I get them in my personal notifications and I can come right in. Sometimes I don't get my business page notifications right away, and I want to make sure that I'm answering your questions right away. So how, now we get into like the nitty gritty like stuff about the giveaways, right? So this is exciting. I'm really excited to talk about this giveaway. So there are 2 prizes. I don't want to call them prizes. There are 2 giveaways. One, and they are both, so there are 2, but they are for total commitment during this 30 days. Obviously, I am going to be doing this with you. I am not just like here as like this face going, do this and do that, and here's your emails and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going to do this with you. So I'm in it with you. I'm in the grind. I am in the trenches with you. And I'm always here to answer questions. There's going to be a Goddess Hour Q&A during the month somewhere. I think it's like the 16th or something. But in your emails, look at your emails. Okay? You need to open your emails. You're going to get an email every day, starting on the 6th when we do our, actually, you probably, what's today, the 2nd? Tomorrow, 3rd, yeah. Tomorrow, you're going to start getting emails. Start opening your emails now. Please. The emails after our first new moon meditation and oracle card pull are going to be numbered. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Open them. This contest, giveaway, I don't like to call it a contest. I feel like, well, I don't know. You guys call it whatever you want. But here's the deal. I'm going to give away a Labradorite pendant and a one-on-one call with me. A 1-hour one-on-one call with me. So I actually have 2 Labradorite pendants and the one-on-one call. So these will go to the people that totally commit to this 30 days and do the things. Read the emails, post in the group, ask questions, make the commitment, decide right now that you're going to do this. This is going to be a life changer. Like, when I told people I was going to do this 30-day challenge for free, they were like, are you fucking out of your tree? And I was like, Yep, I'm out of my tree. But there's a couple reasons I did this. One, this is a great, great, great introduction to lunar living, to living intuitively, to finding yourself. Like this is like the very tip of the iceberg of the shit that you can do and we could do together. This 30 days is, you're going to be blown away by the transformation that happens at the end of this 30 days if you commit. So, my VA Erica will be in the group. She will be paying attention to what's going on. We can see who's read emails, who hasn't. You know, like, I don't want to feel like I'm babysitting you, but this is like we're giving away stuff. And I want you guys to get the stuff. So you need to do the things. All right. So if you don't understand that, and they're going to be random. I'm literally going to the people that, you know, totally committed, read the emails, did the things, were active in the group, posted what they needed to in the group when they were supposed to because they read the emails that they were supposed to read. Show up at the, okay. I'm not going to say you absolutely have to be live at the meditation and oracle card pulls because I understand time differences and all of that. But we can see who watched the videos. So at the end of the month, we're going to go and do all the things to figure out who did all the things. And then I will put those names in a something, hat, box, I don't know. And I will pick 3 names. 2 of you will get a pendant. 1 of you will get a one-on-one call with me. So, let's go be badass manifestors this month. I will be back tomorrow to talk about intention setting because I want you to think about this over the weekend, what your intention will be for the new moon. We'll go over it very briefly during the meditation because I want you to have it ready for the meditation is the goal. The goal is to have your intention ready. But if you have questions on how the heck do I set an intention, what is an intention, what's going on, I'm going to come back tomorrow, 10 o'clock, and same time, and we're going to talk about that exactly. All right, so everyone have a amazingly awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 Eastern Time. See you later, guys.